Significant turbulence overnight, forcing a Delta flight to make an emergency landing in Minneapolis, and more than 24 people sent to the hospital. That plane was bound from Salt Lake City to Amsterdam, but no longer. Sean Duffy is the Transportation Secretary, acting NASA Administrator, joins me live now from the Kennedy Space Center, where there's a major mission set for 2.5 hours from now for NASA. Mr. Secretary, thank you for your time. Got a flurry of things to get to. Let me talk about NASA in a moment and what you're doing down there. What have you learned about Minneapolis last night? What caused that sudden turbulence?
Yeah, so good morning, Bill. Again, I'm not sure if this was knowable with regard to the turbulence or if this was weather that popped up, but anyone who flies knows that we delay flights, cancel flights when weather happens. That didn't happen here, and so we are doing a full-scale review right now to see what went wrong, because, again, this kind of turbulence is incredibly dangerous, and we don't want the flying public to go through it. So, again, what we find out, we are going to remedy. We'll get to the bottom of it, and I'll be happy to come back and share those results in that review with you.
Okay. It seems like it came out of nowhere, really caught the pilots off guard. Delta's got a statement out. It says, "We're grateful for the support of all emergency responders involved. Safety is our #1 value at Delta, and our Delta Care team is working directly with customers to support their immediate needs." Meanwhile, you've got this hearing for 3 days.
Bill,
yes,
Bill,
sir, go ahead.
Can I make a quick point on that? You know, listen, I always wear my seatbelt. I don't want to be just Mr. Safety guy, but I leave my seatbelt on all the time unless I go to the bathroom. This is a great example. Keep your seatbelt on when you're on a flight. Accidents can happen. Things can happen. And seatbelts truly do make flying safer. So wear your seatbelt unless you go to the bathroom and the seatbelt sign is off.
Yeah, it's great advice. I want to ask about the hearings on the Hill. We can put up a timeline of these recent near misses. You've expressed concern about it. What do we need to know based on what you've learned so far?
Well, what you need to know is the last administration didn't pay attention to some very risky signs that were taking place in the D.C. airspace. They didn't care about safety. They cared about DEI. They cared about pushing a green agenda. That was the mission of DOT, but the true mission really is safety. And so we've looked at DCA. We restricted helicopter traffic on day one in DCA, so you don't have airplane helicopter cross traffic. If the president flies, we shut down traffic. You don't have it at any point in DCA. We've gone to the next step, though, to look at other airspaces. Again, you reported some of these stories where we've had some issues with military aircraft and commercial aircraft, and we need to deflect that and get procedures in place. But it's an issue that we're focusing on because we care about it. We're not ignoring it. We're not going to pass it off to the next administration like Pete Buttigieg and Joe Biden did to us. We're working on fixing it.
Okay, let me talk about the reason why you're in Florida. Our space program is coming into a new, exciting, very challenging time for the next several years. And you have a mandate where you want to go back to the moon and then at some point build a permanent moon base that will enable humankind to go to Mars. And a lot of that is the reason why you're there today. What do the American people need to understand about what NASA's up against right now, especially with the possibility of more cuts? Go ahead for that.
Yeah, so first off, over the zero behind my head, that is the mission today. It's Crew 11, flying the Dragon up to the International Space Station, the 127th mission to the space station. We've talked about this for decades. But every mission we learn that's going to help us get to the moon. And again, this is really competitive. So under Donald Trump's leadership, we are going to win the second space race against China. And so the first part of next year, Bill, we're going to fly our first mission, Artemis 2. Artemis is our moon mission. We're going to go around the moon, come back. That's going to be in America's 250th birthday. A year after that, we're going back to the moon. We're going to land. We're going to stay for 6 days. 3 days before that was the longest. And then the missions after, we're going to start building our base camp. What we learn on the moon, Bill, really exciting, is going to take us to Mars. Now, to be clear, on the moon, there's really critical real estate in the South Pole that whoever gets there first gets to stake a claim to it. We have great global partners in Artemis. We want to get there first. There's ice, which means water. There's the ability to get sunlight almost every hour of their day. So it's really important. And again, we are harnessing all of our industries and corporations to help us do it. But here's what happens on Earth, Bill. Again, sometimes people go, do we make things in America again? We make the best, coolest, fastest, strongest rockets in America. And it's scientists, it's engineers, it's welders, it's machinists that are cranking out the most sophisticated material that gets us into space. But all that happens on Earth, and whether it's SpaceX, Blue Origin, Boeing, we got other startups all participating in our mission. By the way, as Americans, we're explorers. We're going to continue to explore the technology that comes from space, but also the national security component of being in space and not let it be militarized. Because if someone militarizes space and we're not there to prevent it, that is really bad for us on Earth. So we're going to accomplish this mission in this race under Donald Trump.
That is a great and enthusiastic response there. We're going to be watching 2 hours and now 29 minutes from now. I saw a quote. I saw a quote,
we know we
Sean.
should work on together?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, you know what? You should be on one of these missions. We should get you to the space station. I think Bill Hemmer doing Newsroom from space would be fantastic.
I do that. Let me run
that up. You
up.
have to do some training.
Yeah.
What do you?
Yeah, well, let me run that upstairs.
Let's work on that together.
And I'll get back with you. I'm in. Okay, just
I'm
for
sorry,
the record.
Aisha.
I'm in.
Sorry, Aisha.
All right. So Aisha, you're my witness here.
All
okay.
Right.
Why didn't I get an invite?
We'll get to that during the commercial.
Listen,
thank you for your time, and we'll be watching today a little bit after 12 noon Eastern time. And good luck to all the men and women down there at the Space Center. Thank you, sir.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.